It's live.
All righty. Hopefully you're tuning in on YouTube Live. Sorry, our Facebook profile is currently down. It's allowing us to post via Instagram, but we're having to re-verify everything to make sure we're not robots. Why is that losing battery? Testing 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Test, test, test. Test. All right. Hopefully everybody can see. Why is that speaker cutting out like that? Testing 1, 2, 3.
I don't know why this is cutting out.
Testing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Much better.
The Bluetooth is ready to pair. The Bluetooth is connected successfully.
All righty. A little quick speaker change. Got a little technical difficulties. This week's proven to have a lot of them. All righty. If you're tuning in on YouTube, this is Lady Bass Angler's final tournament of the season before the championship. This final regular season event is the women's ProBassTour.com. If you're a lady out there wanting to get into fishing, come check us out. Next season's schedule should be out by about mid-August. We're finalizing everything now, so got a couple contracts that we're just waiting on. Got the first couple back. Give you little teasers. We might be in the state of Louisiana and the state of Florida for sure, and got a couple other states working on. So we'll be as far east as Florida, or southeast as Florida, and as far west as Louisiana next year for sure. Got a few other stops that our contracts are out there. I'll get the dates out as soon as the entire schedule is signed off on. Testing, 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 testing. All right, if you're watching on YouTube, anglers are just now pulling into the dock. They were doing it 1:15, so they just went through the check-in process. They're now tying up their boats, and they're going to come up and grab some bags, and they'll weigh their fish. So give us about 5 to 10 more minutes, and we'll start weighing some fish. All righty. Hopefully the live stream has better quality today. We kind of did some switching around. Added a little bit more shade to the stage as if it was raining here. And also moved the Wi-Fi routers to the other side of the complex. So a little bit different sunbeam here. Should be a better quality stream today. Apologize for yesterday's technical difficulties. This is the LBAA, Women's ProBassTour.com final event number 4 of the 4-event season. Anglers could use their best 3 finishes of the year for Angler of the Year points on the pro angler and co-angler side of things. Thinking about getting into fishing and you're a lady, come fish with us. We got $200 entry level for the co-angler side, $400 entry level for the pro angler side. Would like to thank all of our sponsors: Clutch Swimbait Company, Joey Ridgel Septic and Sanitation, Gary Yamamoto's Custom Wagyu Beef, the Inn at BK Ranch, Wholesale Batteries, BassBoatWire.com, Rizalo Lure Company, Temptation Tackle, Toyota Bonus Bucks, Yozeri Lures, Mercury Outboard Motors, World Fishing Tour, Highway 125 Marina, who sponsors our Rising Star Award, Lake Lodge at Grand Lake of the Cherokees, Anchor Point Resort at Bull Shoals Lake, Bar M Resort at Table Rock Lake, Victory Sportsman's here at Lake Guntersville, Alabama. Wholesale Batteries, I don't know if I mentioned them, but great sponsor, of course, keep us powered here with all the batteries we need. I feel like I may have forgot somebody. They are scrolling at the bottom of the board, so if I did, I apologize. Clutch Swimbait and Joey Ridgel Septic and Sanitation sponsor our big bass on both sides. I did. We have Tiny Bass by Vicky's Threadworks. That just came to mind. I about forgot Vicky. Vicky does all of our hats and our clothes and our shirts. If you need any apparel order, check out Vicky's Threadworks. Looks like we got our first few anglers walking up to the tank, so should be just another minute or two before we start. All right, looks like we are ready to rock and roll. Steve's got us going here. Hopefully those scores are showing on the front of the screen better today. Or wait for the first team to see if it'll refresh here. I just changed screen. It takes a second. I accidentally hit a button. All right. Looks like leading yesterday was 8:59, which is Miss Cassie Hall here from Alabama on the co-angler side. Heather Broom, 1972 on the pro side. Big bass of the day yesterday was 541 by Heather, and Susie Hearn had a 464. All right, coming on up. We got Miss Terry Bittner coming to the scales. Go ahead and put them directly on there. And I put the ad in there, 11:31. Hey, Steve, wait, after you bump her, I got to sync this, or not sync, but I didn't hook up the puck, so I got to manually type this one in. 11:31. All right. No, not for points wise, but it could help for $500. We got a big one in there. All right. Hold up a couple for a photo there. Hey, Steve, put her back on water for just a second, and then I got to do something on the computer. I forgot. Hey, Easton, where you at? Here, I got him. My little helper over here. Give Easton a round of applause. He's taking him to the live release trailer there. All right. Give Terry a round of applause. She had a good 2 days here. A decent 2 days. Tough Guntersville. Anybody like to think and talk about?
4 days of trying to figure this out.
It's a lot of fun though, right?
The grass is, I'm a fresh, rocky kind of grass is tough. I haven't fished grass since I left California.
That Arkansas, California background, that Docks and Rock, Highland Reservoir.
I'm a Pennsylvania girl.
Go ahead and say it.
We are Penn State.
And so. Come on, connect. All right, finally connected. All right, next up, we're going to have Miss Cheryl O'Hare coming to the scales. She's got one fish in the bag. She's 860 behind old Cassie Hall, so one fish ain't going to do it unless you got one of those Guntersville giants. But at least you made the scales, right? That's the whole point. 275 on that. Let me lock that in there. Give Miss Cheryl O'Hare a round of applause. All right, Miss Cheryl. You can if you want. You got anybody you want to thank?
Terry, and Julia.
All right. I want to thank Terry and Julia. And, how was your time here?
It was great. I enjoyed it so much. I knew I would. It was nice to see everybody. Had a good time.
So me as the tournament director and taking over some of the ropes of this thing, what do I need to do to get you out here more?
Maybe go to Lake Dowie.
Like what?
Dowie.
Wadawi. Okay. Got any connections there?
Possibly, yeah.
Tell them to reach out. Maybe we can get there. All right. Thanks for fishing with us. All right. All righty. Next up, we're going to have Deanna Lavorne fish with the LBAA for quite a while. She's actually eligible for the Rising Star Award, though, because she hasn't voted in the last 2 years, thanks to Highway 125 Marina. 911 on that bag. 911, not the 1261 we needed, but we got a nice jump ahead of the Rising Star Award, it looks like. So we'll see where that holds up. It's you versus Christine Fisher. 911 on that bag. 4 fish, by the way. Uh-oh. All right. So, did you have a good time here at Guntersville?
Always. I had a great time. I had a great co-angler. Brittany, if it wasn't Brittany, I wouldn't have those fish. So,
What did Brittany clue you in on here?
no, it was just that she wanted to, we were going by a dock and she had a little light. Just stayed there and all my fish came off of one dock.
Thank God for Brittany today.
Yeah.
Do you think we're going to see Brittany back here?
I hope so.
Me too.
It was fun to be with. Thank you, guys. Well,
Awesome. Thanks a lot for fishing with us again. All righty. Next up's going to be Miss Brittany King. Come on up. She's got 2 fish in the bag. She needs 683 to overtake that first place spot right now. Doesn't have the 683, but she does have 537, so let's hold up a couple of those fish. LBAA event as a co-angler. What was the overall experience like for you?
day one was super rough. Day two, we were on them pretty good all night or all day. So I'd say overall it's pretty good.
Awesome. Hey, can you tweak the live stream angle? So today was a little bit better day than yesterday. Caught more fish. You clued your boater in onto something. So what made you point out that you wanted to fish that dock, or were you guys already fishing that dock?
We were fishing in the area. We were struggling with the water temps and the heat and the cloud cover that we had. I just kind of clued her in on bass really like oxygenated areas, so we kind of hit a couple of those, and we had our limit early. Like it was crazy.
That's awesome. Well, hopefully we'll see you back at another event next year if you're going to consider it and maybe possibly bring the girls out.
Yes, definitely.
She's got some little girls that are fishing in the Arkansas Youth Federation in bass, right? Awesome. Well, we'll be rooting on them. We root on all the young female anglers there. All right, next up is Nikki Jo Hatton. She's got 1 fish. Or no, she got more than one? Yeah. You just got one? Just making sure she typed it in right. I ain't got none. I didn't get to fish a bladed grass, and I heard there's a lot of it out there. 325, 325. You want a photo with that one? You don't want a photo with it? I'll give them to Easton. So you had a stellar practice. What happened?
I would like to blame Sherry for not handling it so we can get me untouchable.
Well, we're going to see you a little bit more. Are you still just going to be traveling around, nursing all over the country?
I am traveling. I am going back to Arkansas and taking both because I'm taking a little on
Well, let us know. You're going to go up around Anchor Point area?
I'm going out this Monday, so I will be seeing a lot of that.
Awesome. Well, thanks for fishing with us, and we'll see you soon. Hopefully, we'll see you at Bull Shoals this summer at some point. We'll let you know if me and the wife and kiddos come down at all. Maybe we'll pay for a guide at Nikki Johatton's service. Monica Altman coming up next. Boat number 10 today. Monica's fished with the LBAA a long time. Took a little bit of time off there. She needs 10:44 to overtake the lead. 10:44 to overtake the lead. What do we got? We got more than 10. 12:11. Your brand new leader, Miss Monica Altman. And your brand new leader. We're going to go ahead and weigh that one for big real quick. If you want to throw it in the basket, I'll throw the bag on top. Not going to take over big bass at 4.5. All right, got to put that boy to work. So he's used to carrying these heavy bags, you know. What was it like out there today?
It was a little bit different than yesterday. It started off quiet, and then the traffic picked up, and it kept picking up, and there was boats in and out all day. But I just stayed in the same areas and hunkered down and did the same thing I did the last 3 days.
Awesome. Anybody you'd like to thank back home? You're currently leading this tournament.
Deep Creek Lures, Ranger Boats, Mercury Motors, Angler's Choice Marines, JB Rod. Without them this week, I couldn't have done this. I'd like to thank my husband also. He's the biggest support I've got. And I've had a blast here. Always enjoying fishing this fishery. It's really nice.
I need to get out here, but it's running these tournaments. I don't ever have time to fish.
And there's a lot of nice bass out there. And you don't always have to schedule legends to find them.
Awesome. Well, you're currently overtaking the lead, so we'll see how that holds up at the end of the day, all right? All righty. Next up's going to be our youngest angler ever, Miss Carly Jo Previtt, coming to the scale. Yep, go ahead and put it on there. Bigger than yesterday, she said. You see the little crank? No, right there on the top of the base there, Abby. There's a crankshaft there. Just rotate it up. There you go. All right, she has 301 on that fish. Abby's raising the live. She said, I told you it was bigger than yesterday. Hold that up for a photo. Oh, yeah, please do. All right. She's got a fish. She's going to hold him. She's going to do it Carly Jo style. She normally holds her limits with one in her mouth. She's going to hold it up there in her mouth right now. We got to get this girl a sponsorship. Here you go, buddy. All right, so we need to get this girl a sponsorship. We don't know if that's bad for you or not, but I was thinking maybe we could do a little bit of Crest Clear Mint. Crest, if you're watching, Crest, here's you some mouthwash so you don't have bath mouth. You don't have to drink it right now. That's just for you on the road. But if you love Crest, you can go ahead and prove it on stage. She said, I like it. I'm doing it. All right, Crest, if you're watching, we got to sponsor this young lady right there. Look at her. Notice me. She might not like the flavor, but anybody would like to thank?
I think Kmart Western, Kmart Interesting, and Rock Outfitters, and my mom.
Awesome. Thank you. She said, and me. I appreciate that. Pam Martin Wells wasn't able to make a couple of our tournaments, so instead of asking for a refund of the last tournament that she had to balance at, she paid Miss Carly Joe's entry fee to make sure she made it all the way to Alabama. So let's give Miss Pam Martin Wells a round of applause. I don't know if she's in yet, but we'll let her know. All right, Miss Cheryl Bowden, she's got 2 fish. Come on up, Miss Cheryl. She needs 10:51 to overtake the lead. Leading right now is Monica Altman with 2140 total. $5.23 on those 2 fish. $5.23. Let's hold those up for a quick photo. All right, $5.23 on that bag. Give Miss Cheryl a round of applause. Thank you, Houston, for taking those fish from Miss Cheryl to the boat or to the trailer there. Tough day again. Guntersville fishing a little tough this week on everybody after it's been kind of shelling out for everybody. And then all of a sudden we get here and it's full moon, bluebird skies, and tough, right?
Well, it was tough. It's still a lot of fun. I mean, today was the first time I really caught short fish. My money off yesterday, then we had 12 pounds off of. I had one fish that was short. It was 14 and 3/4, and I was like, I can't change it. But it was just tough. It really was. But I had a little bit of a frog bite this morning. That was wonderful and so cool. And I'm going through an area and I said, "Yo, put your frog on. You got frog?" She put it on, and within probably 20 minutes, she had a fish.
What do you think about fishing with Miss Carly? Is she going to be in this industry for a long time?
I think she will be. She's really cool. She's quiet. But she's a lot of fun to fish with. I mean, never a qualm. Said, hey, you got 2 options. You want to do this or this? And she goes, I don't care. I said, well, you got 2 seconds to decide because the turn's right here. And so she decided, and then of course, we all think it's the wrong turn later. But we had a great day. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate, the folks here having us. And then, Cabela's, Costa, Bass Pro Shop, Finn's Braid. Amazing how easily you can pull the fish out when you get the braid on that.
You're sponsored by Finn?
Yes.
Well, hold on. Let's do a little giveaway here. Toss that out in the crowd to somebody. Pick a random person. Finn's Braids right there. She's sponsored by Finn's Braid. We happen to get somebody pick up that free bag of braid from Finn's Braid. All right, well, we appreciate you fishing with us. We appreciate you having faith and letting us come on and run this thing this year. And we'll see you at the Classic.
Sounds good. Y'all take care.
Awesome. Be careful getting home. We're praying for your sister. All right, next up, Heather Broom coming to the scales. She was yesterday's leader. She only needs a pound to get back in the lead. Pound 69 to overtake Miss Monica Altman there. Looks like it's going to be done easily. Oops, come on, say it. All right, 1354, your brand new leader. All right, your brand new leader is Miss Heather Broom with a 2-day total of 33.26. Oh. She didn't get a picture, so she dropped her fish. So she's gonna grab one of the smaller ones. All right, Miss Abby would like you to stand to the edge of the since you're leading this thing, so she can get a better shot of you since we didn't get the fish pictures. She wants you out.
And both of you?
Yeah. Now she wants us to go forward. Anybody else want to ball something around? It's their show. We're just here.
Do it for every interview.
Okay, I'll try. We're trying to make it better. I'm not very good at this yet. We need Mike back up here, don't we? He said I'm pretty. He wants to come up here. All right. So how did you catch him this week? You're currently leading with 33 pounds.
One more time for me.
All right. Thanks for Mike and Becky coming over to check out the weigh-in. So 33 pounds, a little over 33 pounds. Forgot what it was now that I can't see my screen. But you're leading. What was it like? You had a great practice. I do know that.
I did. I had a real good practice. So, real quick, I got on shallow bob, and pretty much what I was doing, probably not, Leslie asked me a minute ago how I was doing this. So, in a sense, I was stock fishing. If you get out on the lake and the sun gets high, you can see these, the holes in the eelgrass. And then that eelgrass, you're going to have shell, and that seems to be holding the ground. And the bass on the outside edge coming in deep. So, as I practiced that this week and kind of started figuring some stuff out, I got some new units. I got the perspective and forward face. And so one day it was cloudy and windy, and I got to messing out there, and I got to looking. I'm like, I can see these ditches on it, and I can see these black holes, and each of these holes have bass, the wild spots. So I just started targeting. I was just flipping a worm, and I'm a speed worm, Texas rig style, and it was patient, and it was just slow and monotonous. But they'd eat it.
So hubby helping you go get it, making sure you got a new boat, new truck, Toyota, right? You signed up for Toyota bonus bucks. All right, so she's leading the tournament. She signed up for Toyota bonus bucks. That's a good time to buy a Toyota.
Yeah.
Hopefully. All right. Well, hopefully we'll see you back up here in a few minutes. All right. Well, longer than a few minutes. Got a lot of ladies to weigh in still. All right. Next up is Diana Evilhawk. Come on up to the scales. Miss Diana's got 2 fish. She needs 860 on these 2 fish. She is our Toyota rep. We finally talked somebody into buying a Toyota. 789. That's 2 good fish. Not quite enough to take over the lead, but close there. Sure can. She's got one she wants to weigh for big. $456 on the big, 456 on the big, just 0.08 shy of the big bass of the week on the Collinger side, but very, very, very close. Got it? Awesome. Give Miss Diana a round of applause. She's got 789 in the bag there. Here you go, Ethan. All righty. She wants us to step out here because the camera can see you better. What was it like this week on Guntersville?
I don't do grass. I don't do this stuff, and it was really rough on me. Even my practice was rough. But I appreciate Robbie and Leslie getting me out on the water to try to do this grass. Today, I just got lucky on frog.
Good old frog bite on Guntersville. Never hurts to set a hook on a frog. We appreciate you doing all the stuff you do for Toyota.
Yes, I do want to thank Toyota, and I see another boater came on board. Heather Tate got herself a Toyota. Way to go.
Absolutely. We love our new Toyotas that me and my wife bought. My wife's spoiled with the Capstone edition. It looks like Heather's spoiled with a TRD Pro. All right, Leslie Anderson coming to the scales. Come on up. She's got 1 fish. She was with my Miss Diana today. You ready to get back onto those Missouri and Arkansas lakes, aren't you? 241 on that fish. 241 on that fish. All right, give Miss Leslie a round of applause. Coming over from the Missouri St. Louis market, right? You said Hattersville? My wife said Hattersville. Is that right? St. Louis, Missouri. I don't know why she said that.
Sorry, that's me. So, my mother is from Huntsville, and I grew up on Guntersville as a little girl. But, and so I thought that should give me some good juices, but it didn't have anywhere near the amount of grass it has now. So, I think we caught them with needle poppers when we were young. Can you believe that? Anyway, it's disappointing, but a beautiful lake and a fun week, and just glad I can drop one, right?
Absolutely. It's always fun to at least make the scale.
I wasn't going to come, but I'm the life of the party.
She's the life of the party. The old traveling Bassin Gals from St. Louis Bassin Gals. Or Gateway Bassin Gals. Sorry, Gateway Bassin Gals. Secret York, come on up. She was leading angler of the year coming into this event. All right, 577 on that official weight. You want to hold up on for a photo or no? Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yep. Awesome. All right, we'll get those. She said no photos needed. She not make it there, so got a 2-day total of this. I forgot to hit save. All right, so you waiting 577. That's gonna put you back in the lead, right? It updates with a total of 1367. So another lead currently. Abby's getting on to me. No, it's my fault. I got this new podium so I can hold more stuff up here so we can do more and eventually have walk-up music and stuff. But it's a lot to take on, and it blocks the view. He wants to see you. Yeah. All right, so brand new leader. You've not finished in the top or outside of the top 3 since I've been around. Last year the Classic, and this year every single event. What would it be like to win another one?
It'd be awesome. I love it. I had to play my partners. I had Linda Gester yesterday, and she struggled a little bit, but she kept her head, kept her composure. You just think like can humble you. Think you got to make them humble you in a heartbeat. Just like really, really, really pressure. It's a way better lake than it shows, but the pressure just really messes it up. I don't care who you are, what you're out there. Today I had Jen Nolan. She's one of them that come up from the kayak thing, and she could drive the boat. She could drive that boat a whole lot better than I could push a kayak. So, but she's learning, and she asks a lot of questions. She's inquisitive. She's right where she needs to be. She's going to move up pretty quick. Which from the kayakers, I said, well, at least I know they got really, really, really good casting skills, and they can land the fish. They can land fish better than I can in a bass boat. So, but it's fun. You know, I like going with different anglers and trying to figure out what they're doing, and then I have to try to figure it out behind them. It's kind of a little bit of a challenge, and a lot of times I'm not doing what I want to do, but that's the game that I wanted to get into. I wanted to learn, you know, from all the other ladies. And people like we DJ talk about today, there's a lot of ladies out there probably watching right now. And so I'd like to do that. They really think they can't do it, that they're not good enough to do it. And most of the time when I'd get a first time pole angler in the back of my boat, they were way, way better than they thought they were. And a lot of times they kicked my butt out of the back of the boat. We got one, I don't know if she's come up yet, Pamela Harwarden. She was one of my first partners, first tournament she had. And that's been maybe 4 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, I think. And she's awesome now, but she has went out and she's tried to learn as much as she can. I mean, she's really good, but that's how you get started. All these little girls and stuff do their youth thing, the high school, the college. You got so much more to do, to learn from, that I spent tons and tons and tons of hours on the water. And now they can get it off the internet. They know more than what I've done just by watching videos and going to the schools, the classes and stuff. And then they come in here and take use. Plus, they're electronic wizards. I'm not too much on that stuff.
But you work at Precision Sonar, one of our sponsors.
Yeah, I should have said that, should I?
You do line or the motor leashes and stuff, though, right?
Yeah, we know how to mount your electronics. We build stuff to mount your electronics, the motor leash, lithium batteries. Got lots of products to just trick your boat out, get everything on there good, safe, solid. Spend a lot of money on these electronics, and it breaks my heart when I'm riding down the lake 60 miles an hour. These electronics jumping around everywhere because they don't have a good mounting system on them. You get the Precision ones in there, they're solid, rock solid. You got $10,000 worth of electronics on there, and they're flopping in the wind. You know, it's not good. But as Precision Sonar, it's one of my sponsors, also my employer. High Tech Outdoors. They rig the boat. They got all kinds of accessories, tackle, clothing, all that. They've been my sponsor since I started. And of course, my family and stuff at home. All these people here sitting over here in the shade. There's not too many out here in the sun. Thanks for being here.
Awesome. Well, you're currently leading. We'll see how you hold up. Give her a round of applause. All right, up next, your last year's Angler of the Year. She has a chance to be Angler of the Year this year, depending on how she does today. Miss Terry Cindric. You say you suck. All right, locked in at 2.5, 2.5 to 2.5 exactly. You want to hold it up or? Sure.
Not really,
All right, 2.5 pounds. I got it. Unless you don't want to talk. You bouncing out on me? All right. I would have, Easton would have ran it for you. Oh, you're good. Yeah, Ethan's being our little helper today. So you weighed in 1 for 2.5. How was your week on Guntersville?
It was pretty bad. I told you yesterday I had a limit, pretty good weight, and that was a fluke because my practice was really tough. I used to know how to fish this lake like 10 years ago, but all that eelgrass, I don't know, I just struggled. So it's been a while since I only weighed one fish, but any day fishing is better than working. So,
One thing about our sport is it'll humble us in a heartbeat, won't it?
that's all right. Taking Terry, Mom, if you're watching, hello.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate you coming out and fishing with us again. Next up, Miss Cindy Adler Jackson. Come on up. Cindy switched over to the co-angler side where she has fished for years with the LBAA. Probably because of the drive, right? 841 on that sack, 841. Not enough to take over the lead, but enough to put you up in. Okay, let me see what it does. It didn't save on the screen for me. Got one you want the way for big. Let's pull out the rest of them there, or that is the big. New big bass of the week, 474. 474 on that fish. Let's hold up both of those fish here. 474. All righty. See where that putter, that moved her up into third place there. Quickly, buddy. Thank you. All right, Miss Cindy. Check out Cindy's YouTube channel. Her and her husband are putting out some awesome content there. I mean, it's all you, right? He's just doing all the editing.
Yeah, he does the hard part. Yeah, today, this week, I didn't get much practice. I had to go because of the distance and having a family back home, but I still wanted to fish. So I jumped in the boat, and it shows you have bad days because I zeroed yesterday, and you have good days, and you come with a bag like that. So you just never give up, and if it's your day, you'll catch them, and if it's not, I still have fun. So what I got.
Awesome. Well, we'll see how you hold up on the Toyota opponents. Bucks on the co-angler side there. All right, next up, Miss Vanetta Garodicki coming to the scale. She's got 4 fish. You need a miracle 4 of 31 pounds. You got it? Does nothing. Glad to have 4 though. After yesterday, right? 4 fish for 817. 4 fish for 817. Hold up a couple real quick for a photo. Give Miss Vanetta a round of applause. Bouncing back after a tough day. I'll make them a little bit easier to get to you today. All right, 817. How was the trip here to Guntersville?
It was long, about 10 hours, and it was the first time I've ever pulled a boat more than an hour.
Like you're a champ.
It was nerve-wracking, but I've got it under my belt. I'll do it again.
Awesome. Well, if you need any help on the way home, you know we're heading towards Missouri, so just let us know.
All right, thanks.
Okay. All right, next up, Miss Judy Skavinsky coming over from Florida. She's got 3 fish. Locked in at 684, 684 on those 3. Let's hold up those 2 for a photo real quick. Give Miss Judy a round of applause there. All righty. It's been a hot week and it's been a grind here on Guntersville. Let's go step over just a little bit so the camera can see you. There you go. Anybody you'd like to thank?
I'd like to thank all the pros I fished with this week and really getting tough fishing out there. And I've been hungry there, and I didn't catch anything yesterday, but I was getting to thank Julia for all the help. She gave me the bait. I caught my fish.
That's awesome. That's a good thing about fishing the women's pro tours. Everybody's a little helpful, right? Awesome. We're gonna see you next year. Or we're gonna see you at the classic too, right? I mean, you wait fish. I think at all 3 tournaments. So I'm pretty sure you're gonna make it. So we'll see you at Grand Lake hopefully. All right, Miss Julia Darbone coming to the scale. She's got 3 fish on the pro side. Battling some back pain. I'll take them for you. You can take your time getting up there. Settle down, fish. 688 on those. All right, 688 on those 3. All right. We got 3 fish for 688. Anybody you'd like to thank back home?
The family, the job for letting me off some videos, and thank you for getting me through the day.
All right. Steve had that magical cream, right? He goes through a lot of back pain too. Let me know when it's typed in, Steve, and we'll do her next. Thank you. All right, next up is Miss Pam Martin Wales. There they are. Keep bringing your fish for it, sweet. All righty. Nice to see Pam out here. She's battling some health issues. 885 on those. You want to hold up any for a photo, or are you good? It's up to you. No? Okay. I do got a little present for you. You probably know the deal already because it's been a routine for decades. You want to stand right over there. I know you're feeling it, but your husband always takes care of you there with some roses. I told him he's making me look back. My wife went to get into my truck and I had a bushel full of roses and they weren't hers. That doesn't look good on me. I just we want to thank you for coming out. I know you're battling some stuff, so anybody you want to thank or anything we want to talk about before we jump off stage?
Well, after this week, Travis, I got to thank the good Lord because the devil has been on us this week. It's been a trying week. We threw a brake shoe off the trailer. Had to put Stephen in the hospital. Because I've had, the cancer and the chemo and all that crap. Today, I don't know what happened to my engine, but coming back in, I couldn't do it 40 miles an hour. So I'm doing the math. I'm X amount of miles from take off at 40 miles an hour. I come in with 2 minutes to spare. Yesterday, and my partner comes out for me, not just an angler tail. I lost one over 8, and I'm going to blame it on this lack of strength because I haven't done anything. And then today, my partner can tell you legit, I had one over 10. So in 2 days, I've lost 18 pounds of fish. And, it is what it is. I'm blessed to be here. The devil can try as he may. Good Lord's on my side. We thank everybody.
We know right now Pam Martin Wells is going down swinging. Everybody give Pam Martin Wells a round of applause for being able to come out here and fish against us again. Thank you for all you're doing on the manual, right? University coaching the bass fishing side. I know I got some twins in Kansas really thinking about going down there and being with you. So they're praying for you too real hard. Anybody else you'd like to thank or anything else before you jump off stage?
I just, one other thing. Quit doesn't go in my vocabulary. But if it did, this morning about 7 o'clock, the first fish I set the hook on, where I had my last surgery, I've got staples, and I swear, I think I pulled one loose, because you can ask my partner, I went to my knee, and ever since then,
my passion. And, you know, that's all I can say. I love it. Thank y'all for having me.
What if for ladies like you? We might not have all these ladies in the field, and thanks for paying it forward to old Carly Joe Previtt, the youngest in the field here, by paying an entry forward that you couldn't make. So that was awesome, Boogie. Give her a round of applause one more time for that. Miss Lisa Johnson coming up. Lisa Johnson coming up. She's got 5. Pam, you are currently sitting in second. I forgot to tell you that. 22.52, 2-day total, currently sitting in second. Here she comes. She's got 5 fish. $14.96, $14.96. Brand new big fish of the week, 5.7 on that fish, 5.7. Got a 5.7 in there with 14.9. Oh, you did it. Okay. 5.7 on there. Let's slide you over here so the cameras can see you and all your fans back home. You know the deal. Anybody like to thank?
Everybody out here, Mike, thanks for taking care of everything for me. Jeff and Allison, great to see y'all. Thanks for coming down. Mike Baxter, good to see y'all. Everybody else, thanks for all the support. God bless and roll tide.
Roll Tide. You're currently in second place, Lisa, with 24.50 2-day total there. Miss Sherry Jack coming on up. She's got 2 fish. She's got 2 in the bag. Sherry Jack, come on up. All right, Miss Sherry's coming to the scale. She's got 2 fish. 5.60 to overtake the lead on these 2 fish. She says she does not have it. 4.24, 4.24. Here to get wet after going to water all day. All right, 4.24 on that one. Got your hands there. Easton, where'd you go, buddy? All right, so 2 days total. Oops, forgot to hit save. I'm getting bad about not hitting save. All right, 5.60. So your 2 day total there. Once it pops up. Anybody like to thank Wyatt Logan?
Yes, I want to thank my husband and my staff back home for taking care of the business so that I could do this. I'm really hoping next year that I can get back in it full time. I want to thank my grandbaby. She told me last night that she sent up special prayers because we've been having rough practice. So, Emily, thank you.
So you can say that again to your baby.
Emily, thank you for your prayers, baby.
Awesome. Miss Sherry Jack, they're currently in second place with a 2 day total of 12.32. Miss Susie Hearn up next. Miss Susie Hearn, she's got 1 to weigh in. It needs to be another big one like yesterday to overtake the lead. Not going to be there. But it's okay. You made the scales again. You season, you saved a life, all kinds of stuff. 213, 213. All right, good job, Miss Susie. Yeah, just trying to find new things every time we do it. All right, so 2 day total. I didn't happen to see. Wasn't enough to overtake the lead. You had a good time here on Guntersville. You were holding Big Bass just and go a few minutes ago. What was it like this week?
It was definitely hot.
Hotter than Oklahoma hot?
Yeah.
Would you like some of this grass back in grass?
And I'll keep it here. I just want to thank my fellow, my counterpart. And
what's it like fishing with the legend Pam Martin Wells?
She's awesome. She's definitely she knows what she's doing. She's a wonderful lady, very calm and patient, and just it was a good day. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Well, we'll see you at Grand Lake at the Classic. All right, Miss Robbie Hartline coming on up. Miss Robbie Hartline coming on up to the scale. Robbie Hartline needs a big bag here. She had a tough first day. She's only got 2 fish, so not enough to take the lead, but at least making the scales. That's a good sign. Double from yesterday. 602 for the legend Robbie Hartline. She can hold 2 just right there. She can hold 2. She's not used to only having 2. All right, give Robbie Hartline a round of applause there. Robbie's been in this game for a while. She's had a good season this year. Guntersville is not your friend this week, so tell us who you want to thank and tell us about it.
So yeah, Guntersville, I'm not a grass person. I'm used to sitting in like 20 to 30 foot of water and dragging something across rock or stumps or something like that. And this is hard for me. If I could actually set a hook with a frog, I would have had my limit both days, but I instead just get to watch fish blow up on my frog and then wonder how in the world it is that people can hook them. But yeah, I want to thank my friend Jim Burke. We haven't seen him in a while, and it was nice to see him and his wife again, Julie. And so I want to also thank Cassie Hall for getting us great accommodations, which is really near here. And then Lonnie and Margaret, our hosts, have been superb and wonderful. And I want to thank you guys. You do a great job. I really appreciate you, and I'm looking forward to this fall, hopefully. I may
Abby, especially Mr. Steve French down there, and Craig back at home. So I appreciate everybody's help. Angie Banks coming on up. And of course, Ethan and Lexi handing out water and helping run fish today too. So Angie Banks weighing in 1. First tournament here for the LBAA, making the scales both days. Nope, you leave it there. 223. All right, so what was it like fishing your first LBAA event?
Oh, hot and tired. But I want to thank Monica Altman and Robbie Hartline, the 2 codes that I drew. They were awesome. My first tournament, and I really enjoyed it, and I'm thankful it's over.
Thankful it's over, huh? It's awfully hot, isn't it? All righty. Miss Angie Banks weighing in fish both days in her first ever tournament as a co-angler. That's so hard. And it's always nice to come off stage and see somebody rooting you on and you didn't know it was going to be here. Dana, come on up. How do you pronounce the last name? I butchered it 3 times already. Raven. I keep saying it wrong. At least I think I keep saying it wrong. Dana Raven. $679. Finally locked in at $679. Let's hold up a couple for a photo there. All right, so Miss Dana had to take a couple of years off or a little bit of time off because taking care of Mama. Anybody who'd like to talk and think back home, anything? Let her, Daddy, let her come. All right. Anything else you'd like to talk about? I know you don't like to talk. She done told me. Thanks for coming. Give her a round of applause. Coming over from the South Carolina region. Marcella McHouston coming on up. He needs 33-27 to take the lead. We got 2 fish, so unless there's some records in there, we ain't gonna do it. You texted me 2 fish pretty early. I thought you were gonna have a good day there. 478, 478. All right. So you had 2 early, couldn't find any more bites today, but how was your time on Guntersville?
It was tough. I mean, I don't know. I guess I was thinking that I would figure out that frog bite or where they were, but it was tough. And so it was a grind those days. But I had Abigail's first day, and we had a good time, and it was hard work. And then today I had Dana, and we worked hard and had a great time, and we got that early bite, and then I guess it stopped about 10:30, and we just couldn't find another bite.
It happened, but you got your new LBAA hat on after losing one in the lake. Anybody you'd like to thank back home?
Oh yeah, thanks to family, especially my mom and my dad, and thank my mother-in-law and our boys that always praises to God, and to my hubby. Thank you, sweetheart.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate you fishing with us, and we'll see you soon. Good, I hope so. Hold on one second. I got to fix something here. All right, come on up. Miss Jenny Orlowski. Miss Jenny Orlowski coming to the scale. She's got 1 fish to weigh in. She said, woo-hoo. Been a grind, huh? Been a grind, and she said it's not a biggie. 211 on that fish. Let's get a photo. Right over there for that photo. Because we do get to drop this one in points. And I say, yep, because she's fished all 4 events, so she gets to keep her best 3 finishes. All right, you won 1 this year. You knocked that off the bucket list. Anybody else? Anything else this year that you want to talk about or want to thank?
Well, first of all, I want to thank Linda Gessner today because I have never thrown a frog before, and she gave me a frog lesson, and I caught 2 fish on a frog, and I was so excited. So I had a great day in that respect. I want to thank you, Travis, first of all. It's been a great tour. Really have appreciated everything so far. I want to thank Martha. She's a whole lot too. Hi, Martha. For letting me come. She's still recovering and doing well with treatment. So we're over halfway. So that's good news. And then thank my sponsors. Kissler Rods, Blue Tungsten, Pulse, Team Pulse Wars, and Skate Company out of the
Awesome. Well, we appreciate you fishing with us this year. We are praying for Marsha still back home, and we're glad that she's letting you come out and enjoy this year, even though she's battling that stuff. So.
All right. Well, thank you very much. I've had a great year.
Awesome. We'll see you at Grand Lake. I got you. I can throw it away. Give her a round of applause, Miss Jenny O there. All right. Next up, I got Miss Linda Gessner coming to the scale. Miss Linda Gessner coming to the scale. She's got a bag. She's got a bag. 1387 on those fish. Good job, Miss Linda. Hold up a couple for a photo. That's awesome, my beautiful bride. Thank you, Amanda. All right, Linda. First time you struggled on the tournament was yesterday that I live streamed, and today you bounced back with a decent bag. What happened this week? I know practice was kind of up and off.
I stayed where I think we did Wednesday,
And yesterday, I didn't stay there and figure it out. Today, I was going to stay there and either get a bag or go down and play. And figured it out and did move for 11 o'clock. And then went to a place that this gentleman right here showed me for the frog, but I didn't use the frog. I just used the jig because I got 17 foot and one bit it, was lucky. So I kind of updated this. I told about 3 I could not get a frog bite consistent on this whole way, all the way down at the Van Gogh hole. So all the way up here, past juice area, whatever that's called up there. So Wednesday, I found one spot where I got 3 frog bites in a half an hour, and I said, okay. And then I brought secret there, and she whacked my butt completely. And I got, just got crazy, and I went looking for other places. Today, that's not what I did. I stayed there and hammered those things. And then when it got hot, I moved out and just went ahead and got them in 6 to 8 feet. And it was so light, but you just had to grind it. And Jenny caught 2, so I was happy about that. So, but they're all plastic. So I put 1 short on the plastic, 1 on the jig. Took those pieces in practice, but all of them on the jig. On the frog. And it wasn't the one that you showed me, it was something else I'll show you.
Awesome. Any sponsors you want to thank?
I just want to thank Liquid Mayhem. I went ahead and put a little juice on that jig. I didn't throw it 5 times. It got about a 3-pounder. And then Mercury Engine. It plowed through this grass. If I don't see another blade of grass, I'll be so happy. But the engine did good, so I'm happy about that.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate you fishing this year with us. You've had a great year. We'll see how the AOY shapes up after today's finish there. Give her a round of applause for Miss Linda Gessner. All right, next up, one of our rookie co-anglers today. First event ever, Miss Kate Perkins coming to the scale. She's got 3 fish. Her first ever tournament, right? Awesome. Love hearing stuff like that. She needs 884 to overtake the lead. She's got 847. 847, not enough to take the lead, but that's going to be enough to move you into 3rd place, I believe. All right, Kate got to come fish with her. She won an entry with she won an entry to go fishing with Christine Fisher. Christine Fisher reached out to me and said, hey, I want to come fish an LBAA event. She was like, would it be cool if Kate fished with me on day 1, or is that against the rules? It's actually not against the rules if it's your very first event to help lower the anxiety of the area. Let's go ahead and step out here so people can see you. This young lady is from Alaska, and she's down here fishing in Alabama. She's moved to Texas recently, but what was it like for your first experience coming from Alaska? So you got to fish with it Ann Carroll today? How was it like fishing with Miss Ann Carroll?
She was amazing. She took us to the trip and she's still very nice. So I loved everybody here.
Awesome. So we're going to see you back next year then?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Give her a round of applause in her rookie event, Miss Kate Perkins, currently sitting in 2nd place with a 2-day total of 1331. First event sitting in 2nd. Wow. All right, next up, Miss Ann Carroll coming to the scales. Miss Ann Carroll. She's got 1 to weigh in. Go ahead and weigh her in, put it in there. 226 on that fish. Let's hold that up for a photo real quick, Miss Ann. Give Miss Ann a round of applause. All right. So a little bit of a rough day. I'll go the way for you whenever you're done with it. A little bit of a rough day for you, but have you had a good week being able to jump back out here with the ladies?
Yes, it's been a wonderful week. Great Lake, one of the lakes that's been on my bucket list. So glad I got to come and experience it.
Awesome. Anybody you'd like to thank?
Just thank my support of my family at home and for my grandchildren. And keeping Cincinnati. Hey,
Awesome. Well, hopefully we see you next year a little bit more. We're hopefully going to do a little bit more south and east on a couple of the events. So I think we'll see a few more stops hopefully next year, right?
sounds great.
Awesome. Thanks, Miss Ann. Give her a round of applause there, Miss Ann Carroll. Been fishing the LBAA for a long time. All righty, next up's going to be Ann Carmichael. Ann Carmichael coming to the scales from not going to fish a bunch this year to winning another limit. Put them up there. She needs 21 pounds to overtake fleet. She's got a decent bag there. It's probably not going to be 21. Good bag, though. 15-14, 15-14. Give Miss Ann a round of applause. All right, Miss Ann, you subbed as a co-angler at Toledo, helped fill a spot for a boat, was going to fish Bull Shoals, then you won Bull Shoals, then you went to Table Rock, had a decent finish there, and now another decent finish here at Guntersville. So what happened this season?
Kind of snowball. It's just kind of addicting. One bull song was like I got to going, especially when I saw that I was fourth in the point standing.
It's going to be interesting to figure that out. I'm going to have Steve drive for a little bit on the way home so I can post that as quick as possible. What would it be like if you were able to pull off AOY?
Dream come true.
Well, first the win was a dream come true, and now AOY could be a possibility, and you're going to get to fish the Classic, right?
Yes, my husband agreed. Actually, I think it's my anniversary gift from him to allow me to fish the Classic over our anniversary. So,
All right, everybody in the crowd give Rick a round of applause. That's probably watching back home for letting Ann come fish the Classic as an anniversary gift. All right, we'll see you, Graham. We'll let you know how you shape up, all right? All right, Miss Ann currently in second place with 27.41, by the way. Miss Dana Lee Lofton coming to the scale. She's got 3 fish. $703. Nice job there. He said it's Mrs. Travis here. Yes, my beautiful bride right there. All right, slide right out here to the side so we can go. Trying to remember this. I've done it about half as good half the time. Whatever. Too late now. I've been messed up. All right. Kind of like going out and having a bad day of fishing. The beach working, right? Anybody like to thank? No, not really. All right, Miss Bailey said nobody to thank. Wave at everybody that's watching. There we go. We'll see you at the next time. We'll see you at the Classic. Miss Julie Nichols, come on up, Miss Julie. She's got 1 fish in the bag coming all the way from Kansas, like north central western Kansas. That's old Lloyd. That's my state, and I can't even pronounce it right. Holy smokes. Finally, 252, hyperactive one there. That fish has had some Red Bull or some GG. Or maybe some of those amazing cupcakes and cookies that she makes. Maybe that's what she does. She puts them in the live well and spices them or spruces them up a little bit. All right. Anybody would like to thank Miss Julie?
I think everybody that back home.
Miss Julie rode in the caravan of LBAA trailers and helped pick up Steve to bring him from Salina because Steve's truck got hurt by the LBAA trailer, along with everybody else's truck from the past. But how was it like fishing your first season with the LBAA?
It was great. Made a lot of new friends and learned a lot. I don't know how to fish quite as good as I thought I did. Pond fishing is a lot different.
100%. That was a hard thing for me to learn. I called my uncle. That was a guy. He said, "Just remember, 90% of the water, 90% of the fish are in 10% of the water." And I was like, "I'm pretty sure I've seen 100% of the lake." I still couldn't find them. But eventually, you learn. That's the whole cool thing about co-angling. We appreciate you fishing with us this year, and we'll get you home safely. All right, Christina Ball coming on up. Miss Christina Ball. She's got a limit of 5 fish.
Oh, nice.
Oh, what, 4? You say 4? Oh, he accidentally typed inside. My bad. You can't remember now? Steve, you typed in 5. She thought she had 4. Now she's questioning herself. She's like, it has been on. 11, 12, 11, 12. Let's hold up a couple fish, and then we'll see how many actually had. It was 4 fish. 4 fish for 11, 12. All right, Miss Christina, we're not going to beat a dead horse about how tough some of the days were fishing here because we've had that happen, but you finally went out today and figured something out. What did you figure out? Come on over here so people can see it.
Well, I figured out how to set the hook. I hooked the bank of them yesterday, but they just would not stay on. I went back to the same spot, and that's where I thought was for them, and a whole bunch of fish.
Awesome. Well, did you enjoy Guntersville overall and learn something?
Absolutely. It's already been about 20 years since I've been here, so it's really like a whole new lake. The grass was really bad, but you just had to find locations where you can actually fish. So yeah, I'll definitely be back.
Awesome. Well, we'll see you at Grand Lake at the Classic. I'm sure you're going to punch your ticket. You fished enough of them this year and done well. Pam Horn, come on up. There's Pam Horn. She's got 4 fish. Rough fight this morning, but she said finally, I don't know, around 11 or noon or whatever it was when the first text came through. 1068 on those 4. All right, give her a round of applause, Miss Pam Horn there. All right, Miss Pam, you've been a very good help this year for LBAA. You've helped write some blogs. You've helped recruit some anglers back, calling them around and being like, come on, pulling their chain a little bit. We wanted to say thank you for all that, by the way. So give her a round of applause. She's actually been trying to help LBAA grow again, which is great. I'd love to see it get back to its heydays. Anybody you'd like to thank?
I think the good Lord first and foremost. We can talk about this. I don't know how many prayers I said. I mean, they were thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus, all that day when I got them in the boat. Miss Jada went with me today, and he actually prodded my plan up a little bit. I was going to a good spot later on in the day, and he was like, well, you need to go up in there and try it. So we went up in there a little bit earlier than I anticipated, so it worked out pretty good.
Awesome. Never hurts to take a little
and my grandson, they've been keeping up with me this week. And we got Miss Charlotte back at home who was not very happy that she didn't get to come today. Hopefully she gets to watch today. She knows that we're thinking about it.
I know she's watching the live stream or live leaderboard updates because she texted me throughout the day yesterday. So I know she's watching. So hi, Pinky.
And I see some familiar faces. They finally drug up.
He snuck through the back of the trailer.
I got one more familiar face back there. I'm glad her and Justin made it up here.
Awesome. Well, thanks for fishing with us this season. We'll see you at Grand Lake, where you probably get to sleep at home. All right, Miss Heather Herring. Speaking of Grand Lake, come on up. Miss Heather Herring won her entry in the World Fishing Tour, fishing with her boyfriend, Kojak Cook. Which, by the way, it's Kojak's birthday today, so let's get a weight on that. After Kojak gets a picture. $293 on that fish, by the way. $293 on that fish. Not that you couldn't see it yourself on the leaderboard there, but right over there, so he can get a photo of you. Nice job today. All right, we're going to dry your hands off real quick. Stay up here. You can't go nowhere. Hey, Kojak, come here real quick, buddy. Yeah. All right, so it's Kojak's birthday. Come on up. His weigh-in bags when they fish together on Grand and win tournaments together. So happy birthday, Kojak. There's your new weigh-in bag. All right, so you got to fish with Christine Fisher today on Kojak's birthday. That was a nice birthday present he got you. What was it like?
Awesome.
Awesome. Anybody you'd like to thank?
Christine, Kojak, and the rest of my voters and you out there.
Awesome job. Thanks for coming out here and testing the LBAA waters with us. Hopefully we'll see you next year. Oh, we'll see. Hopefully we see you at the Classic. Hopefully it's enough to qualify you there, making the scales both days, right? You made it both days. So she made the scales both days, so that should. I don't have the computer in front of me, so I'm just trying to go off memory here. So hopefully we'll see you at Grand for the Classic. Hopefully that was enough to punch your ticket. And if not, I know we'll see you next year, probably fishing the World Fishing Tour and trying to defend that title with your man there. So we'll see you soon, okay? All right. Next up, Miss Christine Fisher. Come on up. She's got a limit. She needs 2303 to take the lead. 1575, 1575 on that bag. I think that's going to be enough to cash a check at least. That bumps you up into third place. All right, third place, 2-day total, $25.99. I know you're good on a mic, so I got an extra mic. You stole it from me yesterday. I can say that way when you're ready. You gave away an entry to Kate Perkins to come fish here. You finally decided to jump in as a boater after you bought or after you got your boat. What was it like to fish LBAA, and what would you like to talk about?
Oh, my goodness. Well, I made a ton of mistakes, and I figured I was going to. This is so new to me. I learned a lot, and all I want to talk about. I had a lot of fun. My main priority is to help my co-anglers have a good time. All the fishing, all that will come later, but really what I want to talk about is just how incredible the experience was. Pam Horn, Cheryl, Marcella, so many of these gals, I can't even explain how welcoming they were. And honestly, what I want to say is that there's a lot of, you can be a good ambassador of the sport and not have to do well at tournaments. I saw a lot of the gals discouraged. They weren't really catching this week, but they were so dang nice to me and so welcoming to me. And in my eyes, that makes you a champion, and that makes you a great ambassador of the sport, is welcoming new women into this and really just making them feel right at home. So I really was overwhelmed by how these women were just great all week.
We had a nice 2 or 3 hour long conversation that one day when we first talked about you possibly fishing this season with us. And that was one of the things we talked about. Originally, there's the LBAA would be a good fit for you?
Absolutely, yeah. I co-founded the Women's Fishing Federation about 5 years ago now. And like I said before that, I didn't know, like, why was there a women's store? And it wasn't until I sat back and listened to all the women that were at my seminar and heard about the barriers that they were up against, the obstacles, and how some of the boaters and big tournaments didn't treat them that well. And that kind of opened my eyes. And then I was like, man, I got to jump in with these because this sounds amazing. It fosters community and helps women get more confidence out there. Like I said, in the open, your boater doesn't care what you want to do. They don't care if you don't like to flip or frog and another that rigged up. You're literally on your own out there. And I love this because my coach was my main priority over anything else. And I feel like a lot of the other ladies do the same thing. It's literally about helping everybody learn how to catch fish, how to be better out there, and get more confidence.
Awesome. Well, hopefully we'll see you next year on some of the 2025 stops. All right.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot
Let me
for
get the boat
fishing.
figured out first, and I'll come.
All right. So we'll see you next year, hopefully. All right. Get that boat control figured out and everything. And thanks a lot for being a good ambassador to the sport. We need a lot more ambassadors in this sport. So is that everybody, Steve-O? All right. That's everybody. Let me pull up the official leaderboard on a bigger screen here. It's a little hard for me to see on the smaller screen that's on the front. All right, so it's time to crown some winners here. We're going to start off on the pro side today. All right, 4 people are getting paid today. We got top 3 getting plaques and trophies there. We have 22, so 4 people get paid. So cutting a check, weighing in $24.50 was Lisa Johnson, so she'll get a check. And then I need the top 3 up here for plaques and trophies. Christine Fisher getting 3rd place in her first boater event. And Carmichael getting 2nd place for $27.41. And Miss Heather Broom taking the lead or taking the win home with $33.26. Let's go ahead and come on up and get a photo in the front. If y'all can come right in the front real quick. And Abby, you ready for photos?
I can't even. Get in here, Miss Heather.
Here, everyone walk out. I'm getting you. You giving us permission? One time.
Give these top 3 voters a round of applause here. Good job today. As soon as you just need to find a new flavor, then you weigh 33 pounds like Guntersville. Good job today. You got those photos? You got those photos? Okay. Abby, right after the weigh-in, need you all to come by for a quick interview too. So you guys can put your boats back on the trailer, but make sure you stop by. Abby's going to do a quick interview for you for the top 4. You can do that when we write checks too. So if you're wanting to load your boats, you can. On the co-angler side, let's see what we got here. Co-angler side. No secret to success. Miss Secret York winning 13.67. Kate Perkins in 2nd for 13.31 in her first ever event. Sherry Jacks, 12.32 in 3rd place for the top 3 for the podium. And Dana Rabin, I probably butchered that again. Laban, I don't know why I keep butchering it. With 11.02 for 4th place to cash the check, so that's your top 4. Get a quick photo there. Your plaques are right behind you, y'all. Perfect. Here's Steve.
Not a 4th place plaque. You get a chance.
All right, that's your top 4 right there. Give them a round of applause. So we had 1st through 4th was paying out. Next spot was going to be Toyota, which would be 5th place because we had 1 extra spot today, right? Yozuri is going to be 5th. Okay. All right. So 5th place, Yozuri is Angie Banks on the co-angler side. Come on up, Miss Angie Banks. Angie Banks, you're here. 5th place, 10-17 on the co-angler side for the Yozuri prize pack. On the boater side for a Yozuri prize pack, we got Pam Martin Wells. Is Pam still here or did she have to bounce? I think Pam might have had to leave. Yeah. All right. All right, so sixth place for Toyota prize pack, Miss Monica Altman weighing in 2140 on the voter side. And then sixth place on the co-angler side for a Toyota prize pack, Miss Susie Hearn. Come over here and see Miss Cassie Hall. Cassie Hall and Diana Eaglehawk. And
Abby, you gonna grab this?
Angie Banks, you still here? Angie Banks, if you're still here, if not, we're going to give it away to the next person. No Angie Banks? Anybody seen Angie Banks? Mail it. We just don't get the photo. Yeah. We can crop one. We could crop one. Yeah. Hey, Abby, can you make a Yozuri prize pack picture for Angie and Pam Martin Wells? Take a picture of that and then just edit it up out of the weigh-in videos, the weigh-in pictures. Thank you. All right. All right, and we got a extra Toyota prize pack thanks to Diana Eaglehawk over here. We're going to do last place on both sides, she said, which will be Miss Jenny Orlowski on the co-angler side, the last one to weigh in a fish for 211. Come on up, Miss Jenny O. And then on the pro side, last one to weigh, or the last lowest weight here on the pro side, the weight of fish. Miss Ann Carroll, come on up on the voter side for the other Toyota prize pack. She's got you right over here. So she's going to take your pictures and stuff right over there. Abby, here comes the extra 2 Toyota prize packs right there. If you want to grab the photos right over here. All right, we also have Big Bass giveaway. Big Bass on the pro side is $500 thanks to Joey Ridgel Septic and Sanitation. You also get to pick your own clutch Eco swim bait. So the hardest swim bait to get right now is that Clutch Eco. They're selling out 300 to 400 of them a week every time he does those drops, or however often he does those drops. So they're hard to get, and the Big Bass of the week goes and only get $500 from Joey Ridgel Septic and Sanitation. You're also going to get a Clutch Eco. You just got to pick the color and send him a message on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, or his website, and he'll mail it right to you. Let's see here. Big boat. Where's Big Bass go? All right, in the boater side, weighing in Big Bass and an extra $500 thanks to Joey Ridgel Septic and Sanitation. Cashed a check as well in this event. Miss Lisa Johnson weighing in a 570 Big Bass. So Lisa, we'll need an interview about that before you leave. We'll get you paid at the same time, or right after, or right before, either way. And on the co-angler side, winning a Clutch Eco and $250 thanks to Joey Ridgel Septic and Sanitation is Miss Cindy Adler Jackson weighing in 474. So before you leave tonight, Miss Cindy Adler, we need to write you an extra check. And Miss Cindy's also going to be Toyota bonus buck eligible there on the co-angler side. So we'll get the interviews and the checks. I just wanted to let you know that you won. And then, what was the other thing? Oh, we need to know who won Toyota on the... Well, we know who won Toyota on the other side. She bought a brand new truck, and she won the tournament. So Miss Heather Broom won the Toyota bonus bucks on the pro side there. So we got Vicky's Threadworks Tiny Bass. Let's go ahead and do that here. Boater side, Tiny Bass for the extra $50 is Miss Pam Horn on the pro side, weighed in a 1.7. Gas Money is Gas Money courtesy of Vicky's Threadworks there, or you can buy you a new hat or a new shirt from Vicky's. She does all of our swag here for the LBAA. On the co-angler side for Tiny Bass, we had Heather Herring weighing in a 168, so picking up $50 and a little bit of extra gas money to get back home to Grand, courtesy of Vicky's Threadworks. So I'll get those checks to you. Other than that, that's going to wrap it up. Does anybody have any questions before we end the live stream here in the stands? Anybody? Did I miss anything? We got to get some fish released pretty quick. So We good? And we're going to go ahead and end it. We're going to see you all at the Classic in October on Grand Lake in Oklahoma. Class house here. I'll start writing the check real quick.